Welcome to the Chris Willis University of North Alabama Football Review. Here are your hosts, Jeff Hodges and UNA head football coach Chris Willis.
Hello and welcome to the 2018 edition of the Chris Willis Show and University of North Alabama Football. I'm Jeff Hodges along with UNA head football coach Chris Willis. And Coach Willis, a new era of Lion football began on September 1st out in Cedar City, Utah. And all things considered, I don't think any result could have been better than what you got. You faced adversity both with the altitude and with the opposing team. You went out there and defeated the Big Sky defending conference champion, winning the game, coming back twice in the fourth quarter with long drives to win it 34-30, and just really a great weekend for the Lions.
No, it was. You know, Jeff, it starts off with the trip itself. Josh Penny handles our travel, and we flew out by charter through Muscle Shoals all the way into Cedar City. All of that was great. The hotel setup was great. It was a smooth trip, and then to top it off, we were able to go out there and win the ball game. I thought the guys never quit. I thought we played hard. Our backs were against the wall pretty much throughout the whole game, as well as the other team. I think they thought the same thing. I felt the same thing, and it was just a back and forth, a battle, and we were able to get it done. And then it was great to get a win, especially to go that far from home.
There were a lot of unknowns going into this first game. Even with your coaching staff, you had Ryan Applin, a 27-year-old, calling his first game as an offensive coordinator. You moved Stedman Campbell to defense. Both sides of the ball performed extremely well.
They did. I thought defensively came out of the gate and performed well at the very beginning. They wore down some throughout the second half, which we knew that was probably going to happen, but the offense had their back. They pretty much were consistent throughout the whole game. And we got great quarterback play, great wide receiver play, and the offensive line only allowed 2 sacks throughout the night, and then both of those were on the quarterback. So the running backs ran the ball hard, and overall it was great. Special teams performed well. Just everybody from the managers, trainers, everybody, it was a team effort, and it was just a good Saturday for us. And glad to be back in Florence and get ready to go on to week number 2.
Let's just talk a little about the determination of your team. You had the high altitude over 5,800 feet. You had players cramping up throughout the second half. But they would come back in the game, they'd cramp up again and go out. But I've never really seen a team lose that many guys during a game and they continue to come back and play hard.
Yeah, we're in great shape. I know people sometimes they label the cramps as not being in great shape, but we're in great shape. We were real thin at the D-line. We're not playing for like 6 guys there, so these guys are playing a lot, and they're playing hard. Jalen and Maurice, those guys laid it on the line, and it's just a tough fought game. It was back and forth. Both teams looked like they lost a little bit there late in the fourth quarter, but we were able to find enough in the gas tank to get it done.
We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and look at the first half after this.
There's a rhythm that flows here, from the way we live to the way we do business. It flows from the banks of the Tennessee River and echoes in the breeze, the downtown street corners, and the stereos that play pure Muscle Shoals gold. Since 1936, TVA Community Credit Union has been in tune with the very heart of North Alabama, watching families grow and dreams come true. North Alabama and TVA Community Credit Union, in perfect harmony.
Alabama's got the best in luxury hotels and golf, and the numbers to prove it. Number 1 out of all 333 Marriotts for golf, the Marriott Shoals Hotel and the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail at the Shoals. Number 2 out of all Marriotts for spa, Marriott Shoals Hotel and Spa. Luxurious rooms with a view of the Tennessee River, plus 2 world-class golf courses ranked in the top 10 nationally. Call 1-800-949-4444 today to book your reservations at the Shoals.
They say fortune favors the bold. But when your family legacy is built on persistence, fortune has nothing to do with it. Budweiser and Jim Beam introduce the Budweiser Reserve Copper Lager. A rich lager, aged on Jim Beam bourbon barrel staves. With a toasted oak aroma and slightly nutty taste. Hints of vanilla and caramel rye are followed by a deliciously smooth finish.
It's been a long time coming.
Welcome back to the Chris Willis Show. Coach Willis, we talked about the Lions getting a big 34-30 win at Southern Utah, and the Lions made a stop on the first defensive possession of the year, which was outstanding. You came back and were able to score on the first offensive possession, and with all the question marks you had on offense, a new quarterback, it had to be great to see for you guys.
Yeah, you know, Coach App and his staff did a great job of coming up with a great game plan and putting Christian Lopez in a position that he can move the ball. It helps to have a mobile quarterback, and so we were able to move the ball and answer. And, you know, Coach Campbell and them, you know, they've got a lot of talent on that side of the ball. And, you know, he'll tell you himself, you know, it's just we don't want to mess it up. We just want to make sure we put them in place. And throughout the night, defensively, they played, you know, really well. Just some things there in the second half we've got to clean up a little bit, busted coverages. But a lot of that was just some things that they did. We got to give them credit. They're a good football team. And they gave us some things in some positions we weren't prepared for. But overall, both sides of the ball I couldn't be more proud of.
We're going to talk about some stats here in just a minute, but at what point in the game did you really feel like your team had a chance to win? I mean, after you got that first score, and really it was a 3-point game at the half, and you came out and took the lead again, I mean, it was really just a back-and-forth game, anybody's game.
It was, and Jeff, you know, in the first half, we drove down right before halftime, we missed a field goal. And just to see, we were talking on the sides about let's just go to halftime. But then we had an opportunity, we saw a big play, we break one out, and then I said, look, let's try to get a field goal here, and let's go to halftime with a tie game. We kicked it and missed it, obviously. And I know it's like you say you have a chance and you miss a field goal, but when we go in, we knew right there. We still, you know, we're moving the ball. We missed some opportunities. We turned the ball over early down there as well. And then we come out in the second half, we score, we take the lead. If we could have ever made it a 2-score game, I thought maybe we could put it to bed, so to speak. And I'm sure they felt the same way. But I don't know. We just had that feeling at halftime when we're sitting in there just talking to the team and everybody talking. It was a positive thing. It was more about not, you know, we're going to win the game. You could just sense that and how we're going to go about doing it.
And your approach to the game was not make mistakes, be consistent, give yourself the chance to win the fourth quarter, and you definitely did that. It was a back-and-forth game. We came from behind 4 different times, twice in the fourth quarter, one with a 97-yard drive, one with a 75-yard drive, and you won it with 12 seconds left. Yeah,
you know, you'd like to win the games a lot easier than that, but, you know, take them on the road any way you can get them. You know, there's some big plays in the game. You know, you go back to Marcus Robinson blocking an extra point that made it a 4-point swing instead of them needing a field goal. I think about them down there about to go in and making a 10-point game, quarterback draw, and then Frank Williams gets off the block, makes a tackle. They decide to call a timeout and go for it. They line up and throw a ball, and it was incomplete. They didn't score any points there, and then we were able to go down the field. So just a lot of things went in our favor. And a lot of that has to do with offense and defense and just making plays and coaching, making the right calls.
The Lions are going to close the night with 554 yards of total offense. We'll talk about our players of the week in the next segment, but here come your first half highlights brought to you by First Metro Bank.
An historic season gets set for the University of North Alabama. The first year of Division I. The FCS era begins now. Ball on the left hash as Carrera gets set to kick. You can feel the electricity in this atmosphere. This is a great turnout. They said it was close to a sellout. Eccles Coliseum holds about 8,400. Carrera drops his right arm, makes his approach. The kickoff is up. It's a high kick. Dropping back, fielding it in the back of the end zone is the return man, Beasley. The backup tight end, Hill, sets up left side of the formation, 3 wide receivers left. The quarterback will keep it running right up the middle, makes the move right. He's tackled shy of the 40-yard line by Jonathan Fletcher, and the 2 wide receivers set up each side. They're stacked behind each other out around the numbers. Lopez takes a wide snap. He'll keep it running right up the middle. Nobody in front of him. He's at midfield, makes the move right. Shoestring tackle down to the 45-yard line. Left, Cox still the back to his left. Lopez wants to throw left, connects to Andre Little, breaks a tackle at the 40. He's near the near sideline at the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Gurley takes a low snap, gets it down. The kick from Carrera looks good, and it is good. North Alabama scores first. The Lions lead it 3-0 over Southern Utah. 9:53 on the clock in the first quarter. Again, a hurry-up offense. Helbig working on second down, wants to throw, throws, right side, pass caught near. Kobe Bird goes in motion out of the backfield. Empty back set for Lopez, hit as he throws right to Bird, makes a tackle at the 40. He's at the sideline, he puts on some moves, he's at midfield now. Fine. Lopez will hand off to Cox, no, he'll keep it, running off right tackle at the 40. He has a running lane, he dives across the first down marker. 3 down linemen in a rush in for Southern Utah. Slow snap to Lopez, he has to step up, breaks a tackle, rolls right. Penalty marker comes down and the pass is intercepted. intercepted. Intercepted by Southern Utah. Meeson, now he goes back right. Helbig wants to throw right. Now he scans middle of the field, throws underneath the curl, makes a move at the 35, middle of the field, right hash now across the 25. Carries UNA defenders, goes back left. North Alabama brings pressure. Helbig runs right up the middle, nowhere to go. Getting in on the stop for North Alabama is Brady Owensby to bring up 3rd and goal. Ball closer to the left hash than the middle of the field. Splits. There's the hold. The kick is up, and it is good, and we are tied up. 3-3 our score. 11-12 to play in the first half. Will he get the snap off? He barely does. Lopez will throw. Has time. Throws left. The pass is caught by Little across the 25 near the sideline. He's at the 40. He's at midfield now. He's going. He's down, pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A big-time pickup into Southern Utah territory. Lopez from the left hash scans the defense. Southern Utah brings an extra man. Lopez jump ball left side. Boykin makes the grab inside the 5. Lopez out of the gun. Hands off to Cox. No, he keeps it running right into the end zone. Touchdown, North Alabama.
How about the Lions coming back and answering a 17-play drive that Southern Utah put together? Hey, no problem. We march right back down the field.
Snap to Gurley. The approach from Carrera. It looks good. It is good. 10-3 our score. 8:28 to play in the first half. North Alabama on top of the defending Big Sky champs. 10-3. Now Helbig out of the gun. Hands off to Green. First time seeing him. Breaks a tackle across the hash on the right side. Stumbles across the 40-yard line. Helbig from the gun brings Meeson in motion to the left side of the formation. North Alabama jumps off sides again. Another jump ball this side, left side. Fletcher goes up, and the catch is made. This is for the tie. The left-footed kick is up and in. Our new score, it's a tie ball game. North Alabama 10, Southern Utah 10. Get isolated right, blitz from Southern Utah. Lopez keeps it across midfield. He's running. He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Chandler Carrera, on for his 2nd field goal attempt of the day. The kick is up, and it appears to be good. It is good. That was about a 27-yard field goal to put North Alabama back on top, 13-10. 2:12 to play in the half. 3 wide receivers right, a snap out wide left. He steps over to grab it under pressure. He steps up, hit as he throws downfield, jump ball, and it's grabbed. It's grabbed once again by Rutledge at the 30-yard line. The left-footed kicker, and it's blocked. The extra point is blocked. Daly has it. He lowers his shoulder at the 10, and he's wrapped up, but North Alabama with a blocked extra point. Carrera makes his approach after the good snap and the good hold. The kick is up. It's off the upright. It's off the left upright. Carrera misses the field goal. Southern Utah gets the stop.
Finish more projects with less. Lose the hose, the compressor, and gas cartridges. You don't need them. Experience total fastening freedom, brought to you by the Pro Preferred brand of nailers with Hitachi's line of 18-volt lithium-ion cordless nailers. They're powered by Hitachi's new compact 3 amp-hour battery that delivers all the power you need with half the weight you'd expect. And the compact 3 amp-hour batteries are compatible with all Hitachi 18-volt slide-type lithium-ion power tools for even more flexibility. Tool-free features like depth of drive, sequential or bump fire modes, and an integrated belt hook make these Hitachi cordless finish nailers convenient to use. Hitachi's 18-volt lithium-ion cordless nailers shoot more nails per charge, deliver quick response time in between drives, and consistently set nails flush, even at an angle. They're backed by Hitachi's lifetime lithium-ion tool warranty for ultimate peace of mind.
Time, a precious commodity. It marches on, ready or not. And no matter how hard we try, we can't get it back. It's important to invest your time in your most precious asset, to make time for life's big decisions. At TVA Community Credit Union, our electronic services help you spend most of your time doing things that matter most. TVA Community Credit Union, high quality for what matters most.
TNT Fireworks is a proud sponsor of UNA Lions football and the Coach Chris Willis Show and wishes them good luck in their quest for a Division II national championship. TNT Fireworks has fundraising opportunities available for your nonprofit organization or group, earning high profits in a short period of time selling TNT quality products. Call us today or visit us on the web at tntfireworks.com. And remember, if it's not TNT, it's not fireworks. Roar Lions!
Hey friends, I'm Gene Solings. Are you looking for a place to watch the next big game? 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports is your spot. 306 has 30 HD TVs where the big game is always on. And Back Alley is a sports bar where the food matters. 306 Barbecue features fresh, off-the-pit barbecue along with all of your game time favorites. 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports where the food matters in historic downtown Florence.
Welcome back to the Chris Willis Show. Coach Willis, the Lion Team Players of the Week. This week, no question on offense, quarterback Christian Lopez, 350 yards passing, 105 yards rushing, accounted for 4 touchdowns in the game.
He did a great job. You know, that's a position we get asked a lot about. And, you know, we have a couple of guys here that have been battling it out. And we made the decision, probably 2 weeks left in camp. Maybe a week, 2 weeks right in there. But we still, you know, at the time, we still wanted to make sure we made the right decision. So that's why we kind of held it close to the vest. But yeah, he's jumped in and took off with it. And the thing I liked about it was his leadership role. Just watching him at halftime, watching him on the sidelines, and he got voted our team captain. And we had 4 guys that got really high votes, and he was one of them. And so it shows. And not only with his play on the field, but off the field as well as leading the team.
Christian Taylor, your defensive player of the game, 12 tackles, had a big sack on the first drive. Joe Gurley, your special teams player of the game, averaged 47.5 yards on 4 punts. Those were key in the game. And then Cole Harden, your blocking award winner.
Yeah, Christian Taylor, here's a guy that's probably going to win this award a lot this year. If you watch the film, he's everywhere. It looks like everybody's standing still, and he's running and making the play. He's a phenomenal athlete. That's why he was freshman of the year last year in the Gulf South Conference League. You know, deadly player to have on your roster. And then you got Joe Gurley. Everybody needs a punter. If you don't have a punter, you can never flip the field. This is also a strong weapon to have, and to him to flip the field to help our defense out is huge. And then Cole Harding, offensive line, like I said, there was 2 total sacks given up through the night. That came on actually on the quarterback. It wasn't on Cole, but and the offensive line. But Cole had a heck of a night, and he also led the team. And just watching him on the sidelines interact, it was a great night for the offensive line.
Your plays of the game: Marcus Robinson, a big blocked extra point, huge in the game, and then Dexter Boykin, the game-winning touchdown catch with 12 seconds left in the game. The overall Brink Apartments UNA player of the game, quarterback Christian Lopez in his first game with North Alabama. You're going to see why with these second half highlights coming up now from First Metro Bank.
This time will be Manny Perez, and he kicks it short. Jackson will field it near the 10-yard line in front of the Southern Utah bench, takes it up the right hash, spins at midfield, carries it across the 25. Shoulder, ball in the middle of the field. Bird goes in motion right side of the formation. Lopez to throw on third down, throws right to Bird, makes the grab. That's a first down, spins out of bounds. Hall goes in motion left as Lopez takes a low snap. Now he'll roll right, he'll run for the 6 across the 45. He's at midfield towards the near boundary, takes it out of bounds. Lopez will continue work out of the gun. Humphrey stands to his left shoulder. Lopez will stick it in the belly of Lopez, pulls it out, throws it left to Bird. Bird with green grass in front of him, spins at the 30, breaks a tackle. He's at the 20, far boundary, 10, 5, touchdown Jacoby Bird. North Alabama reclaims the lead. Snap from Underwood, hold from Gurley, kick from Carrera. Guess what? It's all good. North Alabama reclaims the lead. 20-16 our score. 12:39 to play in the third quarter. 3-man front, 6 men come. Underneath it's Rutledge. Breaks a tackle, drags a UNA defender to the 35. He's at the 20. He's finally same formation. Shotgun snap, throws, jump ball, end zone, backup tight end. Hill broken up in the end zone. Helbig trying to catch North Alabama off. And the Lion jumps. Helbig will have the first down, but he'll throw for the end zone, and it's dropped by his wide receiver. Did he maintain it? He did. Touchdown, Judd Crockett. North Alabama has already blocked 1. And the Lions come close as that one was low, barely over the uprights. Ball was tipped, but Southern Utah reclaims the lead. 23-20 our score. That's Coral left to right. Wants to throw back to his own end zone, sets up the screen. Falila there, but Will Evans splits the block, makes the tackle for a loss. What a stop from Will Evans to bring up third down. 60 seconds into the fourth quarter, North Alabama into Southern Utah territory. Again, the Lions feed Humphrey. Again, he runs over a couple of Southern Utah defenders. Unofficially, a 54-yard field goal, we'll call it, from the middle of the field. A high snap. Gurley will have to run. Nowhere to go. He'll lose a couple of yards. 4-down lineman. Play action fake, throws right, Rutledge catches, spins right, breaks a tackle at the 15, drags a UNA defender down near the Helbig will throw on 4th down for the end zone, and it's dropped. He had his wide receiver on the slant, and he drops it. Lopez shifts the back to his right shoulder, wants to throw on 3rd and 8, has time, throws down the field, wide open, Dexter Boykin falls down as he makes the grab at the 50. Lopez brings Hall in motion, he'll stand in the backfield now. Hall, play action fake, Lopez going deep for the end zone, Boykin makes the grab, falls in the end zone, touchdown Lions!
What a beautiful throw by Lopez. It was right on the money. Great catch, falls into the end zone. The Lions take the lead.
This to give North Alabama a 4-point lead. UNA started this drive on their own 3-yard line. The extra point is good. 4:47 to play in the ball game. The University of North Alabama leads Southern Utah 27-23. An isolated wide receiver, that's Ty Rutledge right. That's who he throws right. The pass is caught. He breaks a tackle at midfield. Fletcher went for the interception. Luckily, here's the snap, hands off to Falila, running up the middle, large hole at the 5, runs over UNA defenders, down. Helbig will turn, hand off to Falila, and there it is. He runs off right guard. There's the touchdown. This Eccles Coliseum wakes up. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick, it didn't look pretty, but it was good. They fire the cannon, and Southern Utah takes the lead. 2:02 to play, 30-27 our score. Boykin isolated left. Lopez takes a hip-high snap, steps up under pressure, throws for Bird at the 40. Bird goes down to the ground.
Wow.
They signal catch. Boykin by himself on the right side. Southern Utah brings pressure. Lopez rolls right at midfield. He's running. He's at the 40. He carries it close to the 35-yard line. Donzel Polite and Damon Cox are both in the ball game. In the backfield for Rondo at the 5, dives for the pylon. They mark him down at the 2-yard line. North Alabama has it 1st and goal from the 2. Dexter Boykin right. Lopez from the gun, jump ball left side. Boykin goes up, makes the grab. Touchdown North Alabama. Penalty marker on the field. What will they say? Here's the call. Pass interference against the All-American Jalen Russell, and Dexter Boykin wins the jump ball. Touchdown Lions, 12 seconds remaining. UNA leads it 33-30. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good. North Alabama takes the 34-30 lead. 12 seconds remaining. Trying to shock the defending Big Sky Conference champions. And oh yeah, it's the first Division I FCS game in school history for North Alabama. The big tight end Parker in as well. Again, they'll set up the screen. Beasley will get out left. He'll cut it up at the 30. He's at midfield. He'll try to take this. He'll lateral it. Josh Amonfo has it. It goes out of bounds. And North Alabama upsets Southern Utah 34-30 for the first ever FCS win in school history. In the first game, they give Coach Chris Willis a Powerade bath. And the Lions upset the defending Big Sky champions 34-30.
Hey friends, I'm Gene Solings. Are you looking for a place to watch the next big game? 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports is your spot. 306 has 30 HD TVs where the big game is always on. And Back Alley is a sports bar where the food matters. 306 Barbecue features fresh, off-the-pit barbecue along with all of your game time favorites. 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports where the food matters in historic downtown Florence.
TNT Fireworks is a proud sponsor of UNA Lions football and the Coach Chris Willis Show and wishes them good luck in their quest for a Division II national championship. TNT Fireworks has fundraising opportunities available for your nonprofit organization or group, earning high profits in a short period of time selling TNT quality products. Call us today or visit us on the web at tntfireworks.com. And remember, if it's not TNT, it's not fireworks. Roar Lions!
Alabama's got the best in luxury hotels and golf, and the numbers to prove it. Number 1 out of all 333 Marriotts for golf, the Marriott Shoals Hotel and the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail at the Shoals. Number 2 out of all Marriotts for spa, Marriott Shoals Hotel and Spa. Luxurious rooms with a view of the Tennessee River, plus 2 world-class golf courses ranked in the top 10 nationally. Call 1-800-949-4444 today to book your reservations at the Shoals.
Welcome back to the Chris Willis Show. Coach Willis, the Lions remain on the road this week, but we're just going over to Huntsville, about 80 miles away, so it'll almost feel like a home game after traveling 1,700 miles last week, and you're going to go about 1,300 next week. But renewing an old rivalry with Alabama A&M. Haven't played the Bulldogs since 1997, but I'm sure you're aware of the history, the great tradition between the two, and then the outstanding crowds that it always draws.
Yeah, you know, I talked to Reginald Ruffin from Miles. They just played them, and he said they had a great crowd. I think it was around 12,000. I expect a lot more than that for our game. It does feel a little bit like a home game. We won't leave until the day of the game. We're going to stay here on Friday night, and we're just going to go over on Saturday. You know, once again, it's game number 2 to us. I know there's a lot of history. I'll update the players on that history a little bit throughout the week, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. I want our guys to understand it's one game at a time, no matter who's on the schedule, and just be ready to go and play. They're under a new coaching staff, and they got a lot of things going on new there, and so, you know, there's a lot of things on it. We don't know what to expect, and we got one game of film on them, and they've got one on us, and so this is kind of like Southern Utah in a lot of ways. It's been a while, you know, since we played. These two universities played, and there's a lot of new coaches and things have changed. So we're going to go over and you know, put our best foot forward.
Typically, UNA has dominated the series. We hold an 18 to 3-1 advantage, but a lot of those very close games, and like you mentioned a couple of times already, new staffs and all that, but Connell Maynard's definitely got them fired up in Huntsville. Just talk a little about what you expect to see from them this weekend.
Well, you know, here's a football team from what little bit I've seen and read about. You know, he's a spread type guy. They'll do a lot of empty 5 wide, 4 wide formations. You know, he's an ex-quarterback, so I imagine he likes to throw the ball a lot. And from what we've seen on film, they do a little bit of both. But at the end of the day, he puts everything just like most teams do around the quarterback. And so we're going to have to do a good job of containing him. And then defensively, looks like a football team that's got a lot of speed, probably actually going to be a lot more athletic than the team we just played. Won't be as big as Southern Utah, but a really fast team, very athletic team. So, you know, once again, I'll take a fast player over a big guy any day. That showed up this past Saturday. You know, speed does kill, and then I think they're going to have a lot of team speed. We got to be prepared for them.
Coach, if you and your team hope to ease into the FCS and kind of do it quietly, you blew that with the win last weekend. UNA's already been named the Stats LLC FCS Team of the Week and receiving votes in their national poll. So what does that mean to you at this point?
Well, it is early. That's great. I mean, you know, that's stuff my players take pride in. But, you know, I look at it from the coach's side. We've played one game. It was a great win. But we got to move on. We got to turn the page, and it's time to move to week number 2. And we got Alabama A&M, and, you know, we're going to be in front of a lot of our own people. They're going to get to see the game. So we want to come away with a win.
UNA at Alabama A&M in Huntsville, 6 p.m. this Saturday. Hope to see you there.
Join us again next time for the Chris Willis University of North Alabama Football Review.